What's up, everybody? My name is Josh LaFleur from Late Start Piano. Today I want to go over a little bit about time signatures, what they are, and how we use them. So if you're brand new to playing the piano, and if you can read sheet music, when you look at sheet music, you'll notice that there are two numbers stacked vertically, one over the other. That is your time signature. Usually, especially if you're brand new, you're playing simpler pieces, that time signature will be 4/4. So it's the number 4 up top, and then right on the bottom of it, it's another number 4. Okay, that's your time signature. What that is telling you is that in each bar, so for every bar on the sheet music, it tells you what the beat is that we're counting and for how many times. Okay, so the top number, whatever the top number is, in this case we're using 4/4, so the top one is a 4. That tells you that there are going to be 4 beats of something. So we know it's going to be 4 beats. The bottom number tells you the type of note, okay? So the top number tells you how many, the bottom number tells you of what. So if the number on the bottom is a 4, that's a quarter beat, right? So a quarter beat is 4, and a top number is 4. That means that there are 4 quarter beats per measure. Now, just for example, the next most common time signature is probably 3/4. So 3 on top, 4 at the bottom. That would mean that there are 3 quarter beats per measure. So that, in a lot of cases, is like classical music, like a waltz, where it's easy to dance to, it's easy to keep the beat. Those are usually in 3/4 time. 4/4 time is what's called common time as well. It's the most common time signature, 4 beats of quarter notes per measure. Now you can have some kind of weird ones, like you can have 6/8, where 6 is at the top, 8's the bottom number. Again, the same principle applies. Top number is how many, so we know there's going to be 6 of something. The bottom number tells you of what. So in 6/8, that would be there are 6/8 notes per measure. So 6/8 notes per measure. If we hit 12/8, it would be 12/8 notes per measure, and so on and so forth. So you'll see that 4 at the bottom is common, 8 at the bottom is common. Those are really, if you're brand new, that's more than enough is what you need. If you're brand new, I would just focus on 3/4 and 4/4. Keep it simple. So as I was saying, it tells you how many beats are in each measure. Now, this is important because it matters for your phrasing, it matters for how the piece feels, it matters for how you play it, and a few other reasons as well. So in 4/4 time, when it's 4 quarter beats per measure, we know that the first beat is strong, it's a strong beat, and the third beat is strong. The second beat and the fourth beat are 2 weaker beats. So the emphasis when you play is on the first and the third. And it helps us organize music in general, because if we didn't have time signatures and we didn't have bars and measures for music, it would be a clusterfuck. It would be all over the place, and it would be very hard to keep track of. It would be very hard to get a feel for it. So the time signature and dividing music into measures or bars of music helps us keep everything organized, and it helps us ensure consistency amongst what we play, okay? So we don't want to be playing extra beats that don't make sense. We don't want to be playing too few of beats that don't make sense, because that's going to change the whole piece of music. It's not going to make sense. So hopefully that helps. Again, time signature is very important. 4/4, top number tells you how many, bottom number tells you of what. So in 4/4, we have 4 quarter beats per measure. That means that in the measure as well, that the total number of beats is going to be 4 in 4/4 time. So we can break that up. We can do 4 quarter beats. That would be fine. We can do a half note and a half note. So 2 beats on the first half note, 2 beats on the second half note. That would be fine. We can do some eighth notes instead if we want to do 8 eighth notes, because it would be divided evenly, right? So we can kind of mix it up however we want to do it. As long as the total number is 4, then we are good to go. And of course, that's dependent on your time signature. If the top number was a 3, then each measure would only get 3 beats, however you want to break that up. So hopefully that makes sense. Have any questions, let me know. My name is Josh LaFleur from Late Start Piano.